Well, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Gaming with Draco YouTube channel. As always, I am Draco, and today we are going to talk about the fastest and the most fun builds for the brand new 7-star Dondozo Terra Raid that just dropped today, the 26th as of this recording. Actually, yeah, we're on time. A little late in the day, but we're getting it done. Yeah, we're going to talk about the 7-star Dondozo, and we're also going to quickly talk about the Tatsugiri mass outbreaks that are out there available. Look at Wu Chen's like, hey, the show is about me. Don't forget. Yes, Wu Chen. Hey, yes, Wu Chen. The show is about you today, is in fact. But before we get too far into it, show some support for the channel by hitting that like button. And if you are new to the channel, hit the big red subscribe button, and then it's you'll get the opportunity to stay up to date with all my gaming content. Did I mention it's also free? Just saying. All right, let's get on to it. We got some stuff to unpack. So, like I said, the Dondozo raid starts today, as of this recording, July 26th, and along with that, we also have the outbreak event with the Tatsugiris, and it's going to be increased shiny odds. This is what they look like, just so you guys know. I just made up this quick little graphic for you guys. The normal forms, and then the shiny forms. The curly form is what I meant to say, is going to have mass outbreaks in Paldea with increased shiny odds. Drippy form will be in Kitakami, and the stretchy form will be in the Terrarium. Like I said, all increased shiny odds on this. So I definitely plan on hunting all three because I don't have them yet, and I just never really wanted to do it the hard way. But now that the easy way is here, go ahead, save this graphic real quick, and get yourself all three forms in the shiny variant of the Tatsugiri. Okay, Dondozo is here. Yes, he is. The 7-star raid is upon us. We got right here the raid starts on July 26th, 2024, and runs until August 2024. Dondozo will be level 100. For the first time, we have a 7-star Mighty Mark raid with a Pokemon without its hidden ability. I knew it was going to be unaware, and it sure is unaware. Basically, all that means is it ignores your side's stat boost and drops. So it doesn't matter if you raise your Pokemon up +6 or you lower your stats +6. Dondozo just ignores it, doesn't care. It's unaware of what's going on. It's just Dondozo. I knew it was going to be unaware. It just made sense. It's unaware. It's Dondozo's ability. It's like his main good ability. Movesets are going to be pretty much as I predicted. Wave Crash, Order Up, Earthquake, Avalanche, and then Yawn and Curse as additional moves. If you're what I mean by predicted, I did do a theory video if you want to check it out. I just talk about Pokemon and what I thought the raid was going to be, and it's pretty much exactly what it's going to be, except for one thing. It was a far shot for it to be what I said it was going to be. It's going to be a Water Terra with the... It's going to never be shiny, which is unfortunate. It would be cool if you can do it, but they already given us a level 100, 6 IV, awesome Pokemon with a rare mark. The only way I think you can get this mark is through these raids. It's going to be, speaking of that, it's going to be the mightiest mark. It will have an adamant nature. It will have no held item. It is only catchable once per saved file. So you can catch it more than once if you have multiple saved files on your Switch. Star level is going to be 7, HP multiplier of 30 times, so times 30 HP, and then all of this shield stuff right here. The most important things are its actions. 70% HP and time remaining, it's going to activate its shield. So shield activation at 70% time or 70% HP remaining. And at 95%, it's basically going to be turn 0. Dondozo uses Yawn, because as soon as he takes a little bit of damage, he's just going to use Yawn, and you got your partners damaging him. So basically, before your second turn, you're going to be Yawn. So that's something we need to keep in mind. And then after that, it's going to be reducing the R stats at 70%, and then it's going to reduce it or reset its stats at 70% as well. So 70% it resets everything. So it is what it is. Dondozo uses Curse at 50% HP remaining, and then at 30% HP remaining, it is hitting the Wave Crash, which does damage to itself and huge damage to you. As far as its item drops, though, we're looking at the base items of the standard stuff, Ability Patch, Water Terra Shards, stuff like that. But the random drops are what we're really looking for. We are getting Bottle Caps, we are getting the Ability Capsules at 2%. And the most important thing is we're still scoring Herba Mysticas from this. I actually did it about 5 times in testing, and every time I got at least one Herba Mystica. Alright, let's talk about the Pokemon we're going to use in today's raid. Now, you could use... I feel like Annihilate could be a good shout. We're just going to shout Annihilate out real quick. Honestly, Annihilate just annihilates all the raids, all the 7-star raids. It's done pretty good in a lot of them. I feel like that one you could use. I haven't tested it. If you want an idea for the build, check out my theory video for the 7-star Dondozo raid, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But as far as what we're going to actually use, it's going to be Miraidon and Wu-Chen. We'll talk about the Wu-Chen first. Wu-Chen is going to be the Dark Grass type. You have to be in post-game to have gotten it. And found all those keys or whatever there is floating around Paldea that you have to break in order to unlock or to break the chains. So if you haven't done that yet, you cannot have this Pokemon. And honestly, you can't have Miraidon yet either. So, like, I don't know, to do it if you haven't done it, because let's face it, the game's been out forever already. Anyways, Grass Terra type, Expert Belt for the held item. An item to be held by a Pokemon. It is a well-worn belt that slightly boosts the powers, holders, super effective moves. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go with a move set of Leech Seed, Leaf Storm, Reflect, and Giga Drain. Now, I changed the EV spread before I recorded because I had full HP in the EV spread, where with this one you're gonna go with how I have it set is full investment in special attack with a modest nature, and then full investment into defense. And what I mean by full investment is I put 25 calcium plus 4 genius feathers into the special attack, and then 25 irons plus 4 resist feathers in the defense, and then 4 health feathers in the HP to round out the full EV spread. Now, you could do 26 calcium, 26 iron, and then 1 HP up. But to be honest with you, that's about 30,000 extra Pokédollars that you're spending that you don't need to, because you can get the feathers for free if you just cruise around on the lake. They're pretty easy to find, so just do the 25, 25, 4, 4, and 4. That's the best I can say for you. That's it for the Wu-Chen. As far as the Miraidon, Miraidon is going to be level 100. Make sure you hyper train both of these guys before you do it. So make sure they're level 100. Make sure you hyper train them. That is very, very important. You need to hyper train them. The one thing I did forget to mention about the Wu-Chen is Wu-Chen actually naturally outspeeds Dondozo, so you don't have to worry about that. As far as Miraidon, it's going to be Life Orb with an Electric Terra. It's going to be a moveset of Metal Sound Charge, Parabolic Charge, and Electro Drift. It's going to be, I left the graphic up on the screen for you, it's going to be the same exact setup, build-wise, for Miraidon as it is Wu-Chen. Use the same formula, 25 Calcium, 4 Genius Feathers, 25 Irons, 4 Resist Feathers, and 4 Health Feathers for that. It's going to have the Hadron Energy, so it's going to put out the, what is that? The Electric Terrain is going to be put out, so you can't be put to sleep, which is key. So that is the 2 Pokemon we are going to use for the build, or for the raid, I should say. If you don't have the raid in your game yet, pretty easy to get. Pokeportal, down to Mystery Gift, check Pokeborder News. It's going to connect you to the internet. As you can tell, I was already up to date, but it connects you, and then it updates, and then it changes all of the raids and stuff if you haven't been online today. I've already been online. I think I've already done the raid today. So I think I have to re-roll my raids. That's not it. Yeah. So if you've already done it like me, re-roll the raids, hit the home button, re-roll the whole map is what you're going to do. Hit the home button. You're going to drop all the way down to systems. You're going to go down to date and time. Make sure synchronized clock for the internet is off. Roll all the way over to the minutes. Click back 1 minute. Okay. BBB back. Open the game up. And there you go. The raid should be right here, actually. Fly here. And then we'll go on and we'll do the raids. Alright. Here it is. This is the raid. First thing you need to do before you go into this is hit that save button. I'm going to tell you why. Especially if you're going to use the Wuchen setup. I just recommend doing it this way. You do it however you want, but this is how I recommend doing it. So start the raid. And we're looking for one thing to happen when we start the raid. We are challenging alone, so we're looking for one thing to happen. And we're looking for who our partner is going to be. Not the one we want. Close the game and restart the game. Alright, we got what we were looking for, and that is an Intimidator. Unfortunately, we got the Dunsparce and Umbreon. Okay, here we go. Tablets Room comes in. That's important. First turn, Leech Seed. Attack. We get some health. There's the Yawn. We didn't get hit with Yawn. Now, if you get hit with Yawn, all you really want to do at that point is just cheer, heal up, and you'll be, when you fall asleep after this turn, your next turn would be a cheer. You can hit Reflect, but we have an Intimidator, so it's not a huge deal. But we'll just do it anyways, just to show you. So hit Reflect. If you don't have an Intimidator, I just recommend for this one, just restart the raids. And then you're going to get... See, with the Tablets of Rune and they Reflect up, see how little... And an Intimidate, that's literally does no damage to us. And we are technically have a weakness with Grass. So there steals the Terra Orb. Now, you're just going to Giga Drain. Don't use your Leaf Storms just yet. Don't worry about the time. Dondozo is paralyzed too. That's good. It slows him down even more. Now, RNG is a thing. You can get critical hit. This one is the slowest one that I have. The Miraidon is like that. No joke. It's the fastest railing I've ever done with Miraidon. And I thought this thing was going to be wicked hard. They could have made this thing silly hard. They could have gave it... It doesn't have Order Up, but they could have put Tatsugiri in its mouth. They could have. I'm telling you. They could have. Be ready to Terra this turn or next turn. Could throw another Avalanche or another Reflect up at this point if you wanted to. That's play how you want to play. But we're getting Intimidate cycles, so we don't need to do that. So we just Terra and we Leaf Storm. Now Avalanche will hurt us more, so it is advisable to throw a Reflect up. But we do have an Intimidator on our side, so he is getting knocked out and being cycled. Intimidates, which is really good. So our special attack does harshly fell, but because of his ability, being unaware, it doesn't affect us at all. So there's the shield. And nullifying stat changes and abilities on our side. I recommend at that point going with Reflect, because he's going to avalanche you. And you just need to be strong against his moves, and it's very effective. As you can see, the Intimidator is helping us, and our Leech Seed is just keeping us healthy. Now our Beads of Ruin comes back into effect. We just keep Leaf Storming at this point. So it's just removed negative effects from itself. So now he's not intimidated, but he should be shortly. But the cool thing is, Leech Seed stays because it's not a stat drop. And if you need to weave a Giga Drain in, do it. One more Leaf Storm, and after that... Alright, so 4 Leaf Storms, stop. After you've done 4 Leaf Storms, switch to Giga Drain. Just trust me. You're just keeping your health up at this point, and we're looking to break his shield in the next couple of turns. And then we have 4 Leaf Storms to work with. So this should be the last Giga Drain, and his shield should break. Yep, so there's the shield breaking. Now, you're going to switch to Leaf Storm because it does more damage. And we got to catch up with the raid. That's the biggest problem, is the timing of this raid is important because of how slow the raid is, because of how slow you're doing this. You could easily run out of time. But as you see, Expert Belt Leaf Storm, or whatever it is, does plenty of damage. And he's damaging himself here by the recoil. And the Leech Seed is also damaging him as well. Then all this extra damage that's about to occur is going to put him down, and then it should just be one more Leaf Storm, and it should be fine. It takes it right to the end, but honestly, I play Pokemon to have fun, and this is the most fun I've found with this particular raid. Every time I do a raid, I try and look for the fun Pokemon for you guys, and then the Pokemon is the best to use. And we're going to go over that one next, because Miraidon is the absolute best. Hit him with that last Leaf Storm, and that should be the raid. The Leech Seed finishes the raid off for us. And that's it. Dondozo. It's done. Wuchen. It works. It's fun. Pitch him up. Alright, see? We caught him up, and as you can see for our raids, we got 2 Sour Herb and Mysticas. Like I said, this is the 7th time I've done this, and done it in 1. And I lost twice, okay? When I was testing, some bad RNG happened. But yeah, 2 Sour Herb and Mysticas. I have not gotten a Herb Mystica from this raid. So let's do the most effective and quickest way you can beat this raid now. Alright, so the raid is gone, but that's no big deal because we're going to farm. Simple thing. Systems. Date and time off on the synchronization via internet all the way over to the minute hand. It's not a hand, it's just a part. BBB back. Drop the minute down 1. Back up 1 minute in time. And then you'll see that that message pops up. And it looks like our next raid is literally... Oh, there's 2 water raids. Which one will it be? Let's find out. It is. Perfect. Alright. The only thing you need to look out for this, if you're going to restart, we got an Intimidator, that's really good, is if you have an Arboliva, because it can get rid of your Electric Train. So this is the fastest, look, no joke, my camera isn't on, no joke, 4 turns. First turn, Metal Sound. Now you're going to do this 3 times. After 3 times, you're going to do one different move. We're looking for a 1-hit KO. He's going to Earthquake you. Crits can happen. So just stay aware of that. Second Metal Sound. Defense harshly fails. They Earthquake again. The good thing about the Unaware abilities is it doesn't ignore its own stats. That would be cracked. Final Metal Sound. Alright. There it is. His defense. Don's defense is now negative, or special defense, I should say, is now -6. As you can see, right there. And -3 on attack. It's time for a charge. There we go. Our special defense rises. They hit us with Earthquake again. It should not knock us out because of the Intimidates. If you don't get an Intimidator, I highly recommend just re-rolling until you... redoing the raid until you get an Intimidator. And now it's time for Electro Drift, and that's raid. So if you're trying to farm, this is it. Literally 1 minute and 50 seconds. And I even put a little extra to show you guys that little bit of how low his special defense was. So obviously I already caught him, so he's gonna run away. That's it. That is the 7-star Dondozo raid. I will have the builds down below for you guys, for the Uchen and also for the Miraidon. Huge shout out to Osiris for putting the Miraidon build out there for all of us to use. It's honestly the fastest, best way to take down this Dondozo. It took a minute to do it. Literally, it took 90 seconds. A minute and 30 seconds or whatever. 90 seconds, a minute. Well, I don't even know. It took a minute and 50 seconds or whatever it was. I don't know what I was trying to spit out there. To beat it. Basically what I'm saying is it's really fast and it's the easiest raid we've had so far, and it could have been the hardest raid we've ever had, but it isn't. It's the easiest. That's the end of the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that big red subscribe button. Then you get the opportunity to stay up to date with my gaming content. Until next time, stay positive, and I will catch you guys on the next one.